Hi, everybody. It's Tim from Tim Wagner Music, and what I want to talk to today about is being a music teacher. We always get these emails and messages where people try to contact us to try to tell us kind of what I'm trying to tell you to do, how to make more money and earning music by teaching. So I get these all the time, at least once a month, maybe not more. So I thought I'd comment on this one email that I got from this one guy who has apparently been doing this for a long time. I'm not going to use his name, but he apparently says he's taught more lessons than I have in double, and but yet he's toured around the world all the time. So I'm not quite sure mathematically how you teach over 100,000 students when you are constantly touring the world. But I don't know, maybe he doesn't sleep. But I wanted to go ahead and comment, nice bug. I wanted to comment about some of the things he sent me and what I agree with and disagree. So some of this I thought was kind of interesting. So the first one here, it basically says to attract serious students that you need to charge them more money. So basically what he's saying is that to have serious students, you need to charge them more money than the people that aren't serious. First of all, terrible mistake. First of all, students talk, and the last thing you want to do is have Johnny's mom talk to Susie's mom and figure out there is a price difference there. That completely can go south very quick, and will do. Charge everybody the same rate. You're going to have students you like, some you don't. Definitely not a way to go there. And basically, the next one it says here is you want to keep your students longer so you don't have to keep looking for new students. That actually is correct. You want to build up a teaching schedule, you have to keep the ones that you have and not constantly go out and look for new students. It's just so much harder that way because basically you want to fill up the bucket with more water than what's leaking out at the bottom. So that one actually is true. The next one here says you need to have a stricter lesson policy. It basically says here you can save more time and energy by keeping your best students. My best students are the ones that pay me, okay? If somebody doesn't want to practice, that's on them. If your check clears the bank every week, I'm happy with that. This is a business here. You're going to have good students, you're going to have bad students. Nah, I definitely do not agree with that one here. This one I do agree with here. It says follow up with new lesson leads within 5 minutes. Well, basically, anytime anybody contacts you about lessons, you want to think of it as a 911 call. You drop everything and you pick up that phone. I don't care if you're going down the interstate. You pull over and in a safe spot and you return that phone call as soon as you can. Take them off the market. Don't wait an hour or two. I guarantee you, you're not the only one they're calling. They're calling other teachers. Close the deal and get them off the market so they don't call their people. That one definitely is true. The next one on this list here I thought was interesting was it says that some students will be gladly to take more than one lesson a week. And of course, he's referring you'll make more money if you have a student that takes 2 lessons a week. Sounds good in theory, but the problem is your students are going to burn out quickly, and you're going to get rid of them faster than keeping them. So yes, you may make more money today and this month and next month, but you are just burning the candle twice as fast. Not a good idea on that one. This one I do agree. It says you want to keep in touch with students who quit because you never know who's going to come back. That is so important. Once a student quits, yes, put them on Facebook. Keep in contact with them. You don't have to become friends with them. You never want to become friends with your students anyway. And just keep in contact. You never know. I've had students come back 10 years after the fact and sign up lessons with me. So definitely keep in track of your students once they quit. The final one I want to comment on here is very interesting. It says, teaching lessons is one of the most stable professions. True. And it is even survived in recessions, global pandemic, and world war. I've never been through a war before, and so I can't comment on that. I'm not that old. Far as a recession, I can tell you that's a bunch of crap. I've been through several recessions, and that's the last thing you want to do. Music lessons are the first thing people are going to cut out if there's a recession. They have a car payment, they have a house payment. You are the last person to get paid. So a recession, definitely not sustainable during a recession. And as far as the global pandemic, do I need to say more? Has COVID-19 just wrecked this world here in the last year and a half? going on 2 years. Any teacher that's been teaching through COVID-19 can tell you it has sucked. Every teacher has lost students. Now, are there a couple teachers out there that have gained students through this? Absolutely. There's always exceptions to the rule. But I can tell you there's hundreds and hundreds of music stores that have gone out of business in 2020 and even continue going out of business right now. It's going to take several years for us to get through this COVID-19 to get back to where we used to be, as far as rebuilding. So yes, you may have gotten a few students through this, but especially if you work at a music store, you know that business has dropped off quite a bit. So it's interesting though, you do find people that say they're professionals in this, but yet they've never owned a music store and they don't teach. And well, in this situation, this guy apparently tours the world, plays lots of gigs. Nothing wrong with that. That's great. Wouldn't exactly call you a professional at teaching if you're touring the world all the time. And I'm not sure how you find time to teach. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on this. You get these all the time in your email box. I thought some of these were funny. I thought I'd comment on those. So if you enjoyed the content, please hit the subscribe button. And remember, work smarter, not harder. Until then.